I just wanted to change things up a bit. I think I've really introduced myself on this channel actually. My name is Tenny and I'm 20. So yeah, big 2 decades. So yeah, I'm 20. I literally waited until I was 20 on the dot to write the script because procrastination runs deep. So, like, at first I didn't know how to make this, but I knew what I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to talk about change. Um, I've been terrified of change. I'm getting better now. I'm still a bit scared of it. And I'm scared of the 7 letter word, change. I mean, I could get into why I'm scared about it, and I'm sure it'll come up later, but right now I just wanted to make this a more positive story. And yeah, with that, we'll go on to it. Um, so I got a piercing. Right before I got this piercing, it's a nose piercing by the way, it's right here, but you can't really see with the lighting. Anyways, yeah, right before I got it, I made myself write down why I wanted a piercing. Like I've been thinking about it for a year now, but I needed an explanation for parents and logic, whatever. So I started with thinking why I haven't gotten it in the first place. And part of it was like parents and like things like that. But I think a lot of it was I was afraid to change my appearance. And I think for me, appearance and change are like two big factors in my life just because I really focus on like fashion and like how I look. So, and I feel like that's the part of change that people notice first. And like once you change your appearance, like people start to notice the change in you. So that was a big one for me. And I think in general, I'm afraid to change because so much of my life has been good. And like I'm not complaining about like the life I've had so far because I know I'm really blessed in that sense. And so my fear, and most of my fear is based on if I change, this like goodness will change as well. So I've been afraid of this like ominous thing called change. And like I realized this year especially, there's a lot of things. I know it's a lot of it's gonna sound cheesy, but like there's a lot of things I can't control, and I noticed that a lot this year. And because of that, I was like, well, let me be able to change the things I can control, if that makes sense. Back to the nose. Yeah, so I've been thinking about the nose piercing for a while, and my nose specifically, like, I've never really had a problem with my nose. I really like my nose. I mean, it, like, does the essentials. I just needed a reminder that change can be beautiful. Yeah, beauty and change. Like, I realized that those two things can be synonyms, and it's taking a while to get there. Because, like, at the beginning of the school year, I was with my friends in Santa Monica, and I wrote about the person I could become if I did let change in. And it was a long one, so I'll like cut it short. So here it goes. The woman I know takes care of herself. Her skin glows amongst the moonlit light. Her eyes never show a sign of fright. She's ordained with specks of jewelry and ink strokes, each allowing her spirit to be shown on the outside. She sits with them, knowing they improve her and her helpfulness to those around her. She is strong in her faith because she is not afraid of change. Because every change to come is a small parcel from the one who created her, the one who had every intention for her to be her best self. And if they stay hand in hand forever, the girl you fear, the girl you hope, the girl who's unknown will show her face to the world one day. So I think, yeah, like that's been a theme I've been trying to push towards this year, but I've kind of ignored this whole passage and I really haven't read it until like writing the script. And so here I am, like months later, and I'm still thinking about how change can be something that is beautiful. So as I continue to reflect on this year, I realized that a lot of myself this year was wallowing in kind of sadness and like the negatives of my school year and kind of comparing it and being upset with how much it changed from freshman year, because freshman year will be freshman year, but like there's so many like, new experiences in freshman year, and you feel like you're progressing so much because it's just a big leap. And I think that year I was expecting the same thing, but like since I've gotten used to my environment, which is a good thing, it was kind of hard to like have the same feelings, and I was kind of negative about that. I think transitioning, when I was making this video, I like to look up inspirations and like people, cinematographers, there we go, who inspired me like on YouTube. And I was watching Mikey Murphy's video about the things that make him happy. And so I kind of wanted to do that, but for the things that got me, or like for the things that made me get through the and realize that there was a happiness in change. So here we go. Here's the list. Bible study, my old friends from high school, my friends that I made last year in college, music in any form of the way, but especially concerts. New jobs. I got a new job as a floor manager, and that made me really branch out. Also, my parents. Parents. That's a big one. Um, yeah, I know that was a bit, but yeah, those things helped me out. So, there you have it. Change, you've won. I finally see that, like, all those things I've been rejecting, it's actually, like, pretty okay, change in the general sense, but I still have a lot to break down with it. But, yeah. And I think I've been fighting to have like the same happiness that I've had as a kid, and now it's time for me to search for a new happiness. I guess like 2 decades is a big thing for me. Like I don't really care about 21st birthdays or 16th birthdays. I like the odd times like 20 and 17 stuff. So, and I think it's important now because there's so much more that I want to become that myself now won't let me. Like, I don't want to be the same person in a weird way, but yeah, I eventually I want to be the loud one, the one who cracks jokes, the performer. Like I had a taste of that when I was younger, but then I stopped it short. And I know it's gonna look different now. I'm not saying that like it has to be the same loudness because like that's not the point of this whole video. So I think instead of pushing back, it's like time for me to like move on with my like past self. And yeah, I think I'm done with like being afraid of not recognizing who is in the mirror. Cause like I don't really want to recognize myself in the sense of like the same. Like I don't think life's supposed to be the same all the way through. Um, yeah, I want to be different and I want to be better than I was before. And like the same girl is there, and like she will not be forgotten. I will write enough songs about her, and I think it's time to like focus on the things that I do find important and not trying to like latch on to all that I've like wanted to keep. Yeah, there you have it. It is the end of the video. Yeah, thanks for sitting through this journey with me. I'm excited for what the change will bring, what the future will bring. And for now, enjoy life. embrace change and be around the people that encourage you to do better. That's what I'll leave. But my eyes look crazy. Whoa. Okay. Bye. Boop. Change is coming, got my eyes drawn